I met the love of my life, the girl of my dreams. Oh, this girl changed me. This girl got me. This girl made me see things I've never seen before. She made me soft. And I'm not afraid to admit this part. She made me a simp. But that's my queen, that's my love, that's my yeka, that's my daughter. Now I'm teaching her not to date the boy I used to be. The boy that lied to get what he wanted. The boy who knew the right words but had the wrong intention. The boy that broke hearts just to feel something. Yeah, that boy. A man's biggest fear is watching his past show up in his daughter's future. Damn, that's a G. People act shocked when fathers talk like this, but nobody, and I mean nobody, understands the dangers of boys better than the men who used to be one. See, every man thinks he's smooth until he has a daughter. I'm not raising my daughter to fear men. I'm raising her to recognize the patterns I once carried myself. Let me be real. I left a trail of tears behind me growing up. Not because I was evil, but because I was empty. Because I was selfish, because I was clueless about the damage I caused. And here's the part most men won't admit. I remember telling the girl, I love you. But not because I meant it, because I just didn't want her to leave. I remember making promises I had zero intentions of keeping. I remember the look on her face when she found out I was talking to somebody else the whole time. And I remember not caring. I remember not giving a damn. Oh, not then. But there was this night that I'll never forget. She sat in the passenger seat crying so hard she couldn't even look at me. And instead of comforting her, I turned the music up. Just loud enough to drown out the sound of the pain I caused. That moment haunts me more now than it ever did back then. But only years later, when it finally mattered, did I understand what I had done. That was the boy I used to be. Some boys grow up. Some boys, they just get older. Damn, that's a G. See, you don't understand the value of a heart until you break one you wished you had. And then I became a father, and everything shifted. When I think about the girls I lied to, I see her. When I think about the women I played with, I see her. When I think about the hearts I broke, I imagine someone doing that to my daughter, and that shit hits different. The moment I held her tiny hand in the hospital, I felt every woman I ever hurt staring back at me. See, fatherhood makes you face the man you used to be. Damn, that's a G. Let me say this clearly. When I hear about a guy playing with a girl's emotions now, I don't laugh at them boys no more. I don't get hyped up about that. Oh, I get angry. I get protected because I see my daughter's face. And that's when I realized I became the man who protects her from the boy I used to be. A healed man becomes the shield he never had. Damn, that's a G. So I'm teaching my daughter the things I had to learn the hard way. Don't give your heart to a boy who hasn't found himself. Don't let a man borrow pieces of you he never earned. Don't fall for smooth talk. Fall for consistent action. And don't confuse attention with intention. Attention is cheap. Intention costs a man something. Damn, that's a G. Because here's the truth most people avoid. A man who hasn't healed himself will hurt you trying to fix his emptiness. An unhealed man, they don't date, they drain. I'm not raising her to be cold. I'm raising her to be wise. Having a good heart is beautiful, but giving it to the wrong person can destroy you. Let me drop a few gems for fathers and daughters and baby daddies and mothers who keeping the men from their babies. A man's past is a warning for his daughter's future. A daughter doesn't change a man, she reveals the man he needed to become. And if he can't control himself, he'll try to control you. So yeah, I'm teaching my daughter not to date the boy I was. Not because I'm ashamed of him, but because I outgrown him. And she deserves better than the man I had to grow past. She gonna know the game. She gonna know the signs. And she gonna know her worth. Because I didn't break cycles just so she could repeat me. You know what I'm gonna tell my daughter? I'm gonna say, baby, this is what you need to stay. Stay sharp, stay strong, stay fearless, boo. Because you either be fearless or you gonna be forgotten.